Mary. Oh, hello, Frank. What? You do? Well, just a minute. I better ask. That was Frank Roberts. He wants me to go to a dance with him tomorrow night, out at the lake.
What do you think, dear?
Well, we all feel that Mary is still a little young to go out in the evening, especially so far out of town.
That's right. Sorry, Mary, but I'm afraid the answer has to be no.
Does anything like this ever happen in your home, in your family? When it does, what is the usual reaction? Suppose, for instance, you were in Mary's place. What do you think she should do next? Should she do this?
Hello, Frank? The family says no, so I guess our date's off. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
You've just seen one way to meet an everyday situation. Was it the best way? Or should Mary do this when her father says,
Sorry, Mary, but I'm afraid the answer has to be no.
Okay, Dad. I'll call it off. Say, how would this be? Why couldn't I have Frank and the gang over here tomorrow night? We could all play the radio and dance and make sandwiches.
Hey, that would be swell. It sure would.
It sounds fine to me.
Absolutely. You go right ahead, Mary.
Oh, thanks, everybody. I'll tell them right away.
That was method number 2. Here's a third possibility.
Can't I go, Daddy, please? I want to so much.
Sorry, Mary, but it's all settled.
I just meant this family wants all. I'm dead.
That was method number 3. Here's number 4. Watch what Mary does this time.
Sorry, Mary.
Okay, Dad. Hello, Frank. Listen, the family says no, but I'll sneak out tomorrow night and meet you anyway. Okay? Swell. See you tomorrow night.
In your opinion, did Mary do right in scene 1? Scene 2? Scene 3? Scene 4? If so, or if not, why? Now are you ready for the next family scene? Here we go. Watch carefully everything that happens as Mary and Bill and George and their parents finish supper.
Well, who's going to help me do the dishes tonight?
Why, I'd like to, Mother, but I've got so much homework.
How about you giving me a hand for a change, Howard?
Me? I should say not. I've got to read my paper. Let Bill do it.
Oh, some other time, Mother. Some of the fellows are waiting for me down at the corner.
Here, I'll help, Mother. And it's my opinion that if everyone in the family would lend a hand once in a while, we'd get the work done that much quicker. Then we could all go out afterwards and do anything we wanted to.
Which type of answer do you think is best? One like Mary's? Father's? Bill's? George's? Or an entirely different one? Why? Next, suppose we look at another very familiar family situation. This one always takes place late at night. Young Bill has been downtown spending the evening with friends. He was supposed to get home around 11, but as you can see, it's going on 1. Bill's almost 2 hours late. Uh-oh, Father's awake, so what should Bill do and say now? Here's possibility number 1.
What kept you, son?
It was like this. You see, Skinny tripped and twisted his ankle, and we had to carry him to the hospital. Well, I don't mean we carried him. We took him there in a car. Well, it wasn't exactly a car. It was more like a wagon.
Are you sure you're telling the truth, Bill?
Of course I'm telling the truth. The trouble with this family is nobody ever believes me.
That's one way to meet a problem. Here's another way.
Where were you, Bill?
It's none of your business. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
Now listen
and beginning now, that's just what I'm going to do.
Now-
And I'd like to see you or anyone else try to stop me.
Now look at possibility number 3.
What kept you, Bill?
Oh, sorry, Dad. I was fooling around with the gang, and it was 12:30 before I realized it.
You know what we all agreed on, don't you?
Yeah, anyone who comes in late can't go out again for a week.
That's right. It's too bad, but...
Oh, that's all right. It was my fault. Good night.
Good night, Bill.
Using the Johnson family for illustration, you've seen several possible ways of meeting typical problems that affect every family group, including your own. Remember what these problems are? There are 3 of them, and we'll review them for you briefly. In your opinion, what should happen when an invitation is received by telephone or otherwise? What is a good course of action when it's time to do the family housework? What procedure do you recommend when someone comes home late?
Questions like these are kind of tough to answer in any family. Suppose we hear what you have to say about them, okay?
You're absolutely right, George. Most family problems can be solved through frank and friendly discussion, which points the way to a happy family life.